right, how's everybody doing today?
Good.
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 Now, this is one of my favorite classes to teach because we really talk about value proposition quite a bit in our two offices. We go over it every week at our team meeting and ask for volunteers to share their value proposition. And I can't tell you how important it is to actually have one. So if you do not have one, hopefully this class will get you pointed in the right direction to get one started and to kind of move in that positive direction, okay? So first of all, what is a value proposition? Well, very simply, a value proposition is your 30-second elevator speech. So it is your opportunity to tell somebody very, very quickly what you are and who you are. It's basically what you want the world to know about you and your business in 30 seconds or less. Don't want it to be longer than that. Want it to be nice, short and sweet, and very concise and to the point. It's how you distinguish yourself among everybody else. It's your script. If somebody asks why you, one of the agents in our office was competing against 3 other agents, and the seller said, hey, why should I pick you? And he did his value proposition, and right then and there, the client said, you know what, nobody else has been able to answer that question for me. You did a great job. You're my real estate agent. So basically that was a $12,000 value prop. Not bad, right? Nothing wrong with that. The other thing that a value proposition is, it's really you speaking to you about how great you are. A lot of times we forget how awesome we are, and we forget what we bring to the table. And we really have to explain to other people what that is. And we can only do that with conviction. So we have to convince ourselves what our value proposition is before we move on to the next one, okay? So think about that too. You're really talking to yourself and showing and selling yourself to everybody that you share your value proposition with. Now, what makes a great value proposition? Well, be honest, first of all, because if you can't, they say you can never lie to the mirror because you're talking to yourself. Same thing, people will see if you're not being 100% honest and truthful with them. Be quick. Again, you only have 30 seconds to really tell people what your value proposition is. So you're definitely going to want to, just drill it down. We really want you to get 3-4 sentences tops, right? We don't really want more than that because 1, you're either going to talk really fast, or 2, you're going to lose them halfway through there. So be memorable. Don't use the same cliches that everybody does, right? Honest, trustworthy. I'm really looking for you, looking out for you. Be unique, be memorable, be something that sets you apart from everybody else, and be sincere. We want you to be able to feel what you're telling people and not just spewing out something that people are going to resonate with and feel, right? We really want them to feel it. We always say, you have a great value proposition when you're talking to somebody about your value proposition and they're kind of shaking their head. They're like, okay, that sounds really good. That sounds like something I could definitely work with. Okay, how to come up with a great value proposition, and this is what we're going to do. Now, you may not come out of this class with a value proposition, although you're going to come away with it with a good start. And typically, and we'll talk a little bit about this, typically you want to do this in a group, and it's great to do it in a group of 5 or 6 or 7 people so that you can come up with a value proposition and then get some critiques on it. That's the last slide we'll talk about. All right, look at your past. What jobs have you done before? What skills do you have? What hobbies do you have? These skills in your value proposition don't need to be real estate related. They can be based on anything that you want to share with people and what you are able to give them as a company or as a real estate agent. So don't feel bad if you don't have a real estate resume. You don't really need one. All you need is to be sincere and share your value proposition with them. Okay, next one is ask people you know. Call your friends, and sometimes this is dangerous. Call your friends and ask them for 1 or 2 words that describe you, right? If you had to describe me in 2 words, what would it be? And this is a great little project, or however you want to say it. You can even do this on Facebook if you really want to be that open about it. Hey everybody, I'm writing my value proposition. I need some help. Can everybody give me 1 or 2 words that describe me? And then that's a great way to get 10 or 15 people to give you feedback, and you can use those words within your value proposition and feel good and feel comfortable about them. You can also ask for a testimonial. Testimonials are always great. Google is really big on testimonials right now and really trying to push those testimonials. And again, remember, this doesn't have to be real estate related. It could be in your business that you were in before, activities you did before, hobbies you did before, clubs. It doesn't really matter. We're just trying to get a good information about what your value proposition is going to be. Now, the National Association of Realtors helps you with your value prop. They tell you what buyers are actually looking for. So if you look at the buyers, 2019 profile home buyers and sellers, this is on your website too, don't forget. So you can download these reports. It says 52% of buyers want help finding the right home to purchase. That's what they want from their real estate agent. So make sure you're including that in your value proposition somewhere, because over half the people, that's what they want to hear. Again, try not to be cliche about it. I'm going to help you find the right home. That's not what you want to say, and that's not how you want it to come out. Okay. Help buyers negotiate the term is a distant second. Third is help with price negotiation. So all the other ones combined don't even match the help the buyer find the home to purchase. So think about that as you're doing your value proposition. Okay. The next one is what sellers want. What sellers most want from a real estate agent by level of service provided by the agent. So overall, the number one thing that they want is to help the seller market the home to potential buyers. Right, so that's number 1 at 21. Number 2 is help sell the home within a specific time frame. So 1 out of 5 wants you to do that. Third one at 19 is help price home competitively. And then we get into 16, which is help seller find ways to fix up home to sell it for more. Okay, so pick one if you need to. Pick 1 or 2 of those and kind of think about how you want to incorporate that into your value proposition. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a quick little exercise, and we're not going to take 20 minutes to do it. We're only going to take a quick 5 minutes. I want you to look at this list of character traits, and I want you to come up with 4 that best describe you. So what are the 4 best character traits on this sheet that describe you? Okay? So go ahead and do that real quick. Write them down on a piece of paper, do whatever you need to. So if you could, as you're doing this, put some of those in the chat. Okay, patient, helpful, considerate, determined, detailed, confident, reliable, compassionate, responsible, supportive, honest. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to assume everybody's done with that. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take one of those and create a sentence, just one sentence. So trustworthy, wanting, witty, intelligent. I want you to take one of those descriptors and I want you to make it real estate related. So how could I create one sentence using one of those words and make it real estate related.
Paul,
Yeah.
should we be including our name like Bruce is blah, blah, blah?
You can if you want. You got to kind of determine whether or not you're going to do it in the first person or the third person.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
are you going to do I am, or are you going to do Bruce?
Okay.
Or are you going to do my team? You know, however you want to do it.
Good. That's
For
fine.
years, our value proposition was the Think Frink Home Team is a group of real estate agents that strive to bring you the most stress-free transaction possible. So we put the Think Frink in there, you know, kind of as a marketing thing also, right? Because
Yeah, gotcha.
you know,
Okay.
people are gonna Google you and they're gonna think about that, right? You can trust me completely. I'm on your side. You always want to be careful with that one, because if I have to tell you that I'm trustworthy,
No thanks.
Compassionate for
people tend to get away from that, right? Okay, I use my sense of humor to help keep the tense moments lighter. Okay. All right, I think that's a good start. All right. I'm a full-time broker whose optimistic outlook supports your real estate goals. Okay, that's a good one, other than the typo. I am motivated to help you get your home sold. All right. My detailed marketing expertise ensures a top dollar sale for you. Okay. Now remember, you know, your clients aren't real estate agents. So, you know, think about how you're going to word this so the general public can understand. So the rest of our value proposition was, actually, I got to do it all together. I can't remember. So the Think Frink Home Team is a group of real estate agents that strive to bring you the most stress-free transaction possible. With over 700 homes sold, we have the knowledge and the expertise to handle all of your real estate needs. So those were our three words, right? Knowledge, expertise, and training, and stress-free. So I am compassionate towards your needs, dreams, and timelines on finding the right home where you can build memories. Okay, sounds good. Might tweak it just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, although Ruth, that's a good start. Okay, so now that we've come up with some words and a sentence or two, using those two cheat sheets, let's move on to the next one. Now, the next one is, what do you offer? So what I want you to do is, first of all, we're going to go back to 5th grade English, right? So in 5th grade English, when you had to do a book report, I found it was always easier to map out how I was going to do that book report, right? So come up with the topics first, and then from there, you can develop sentences around that. So what do I mean by that? So for example, I'm going to put my little circle here, and around my circle, I'm going to create a line. On that line, I want to pick one of three different things that I want to talk about. So for example, let's say the first one is knowledge. I want to share in my value proposition the knowledge I have about real estate and how I can portray that. So then what we want to do is we want to do 3 lines underneath that knowledge. Okay. So with that knowledge, what are the 3 things that I want to talk about? 1, I'm an approved real estate instructor. 2, I'm an accredited staging professional. And 3, I've been in real estate since 2004. Okay. Now, always be careful when you are saying, hey, I've been in real estate for 17 years, 18 years. You know, I've sold over 700 homes, that kind of stuff. That's why we put 700 plus, because every year you'll have to update your value prop. So it's always better to kind of use a year or a stagnant number that you can use from here on out. You don't have to do it. So if we were to use this knowledge, approved real estate instructor, accredited staging professional, how would I take that and turn those into real estate sentences? So what do you guys think for knowledge? What would be a good way to, let's say, use that I'm an approved real estate instructor? Now, I will say that when I do my value proposition and I do my listing presentation, being an approved real estate instructor really gets me instant credibility. So I've always used that one whenever I'm talking to people, because, oh, wow, okay, you're an approved instructor. That's awesome, right? So you must know what you're talking about because you're teaching other people to do it, okay? So what is one sentence I can come up based in a real estate using real estate instructor? Bruce, this trustworthy, compassionate, knowledgeable, and a knowledgeable real estate expert to help you move towards your real estate goals. Okay, good. Right, so instead of saying, hey, you can trust me, right? Bruce is trustworthy. It's okay to use that. Right? You want to move away from the, hey, you can trust me, hey, I'm honest, that kind of stuff. Those are the sentences that get you in trouble. Okay. All right, what else? As a certified real estate instructor, I am fully versed on today's market trends. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, what else? What would be another way that we could turn this into a real estate sentence towards our value proposition? Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. Let's do I've been in real estate since 2004. So how can we turn that into using some of the descriptors that we had before, turn real estate since 2004 into a great value proposition sentence? How about something like, since being in real estate since 2004, I have the experience and the knowledge to help you with all your real estate dreams, right? Something like that, right? Since 2004, I've helped clients reach their real estate dreams through the knowledge and expertise that I've gained over those many years. Okay, something like that, right? Short and sweet, to the point. All right. Okay, does this all make sense? It's all kind of an easy way to kind of lean into our value proposition. Now, what I really want you to do is I want you to do this. Okay, I've been in real estate since 2004 and become a certified instructor to help other brokers meet their goals. With this experience, I have an advanced knowledge of real estate. Okay, good. Got some typos in there, but that's okay. Yeah, just restructure that a little bit. I think that would be a great sentence, Daniel. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to do this 3 different times. So I'm going to talk about my knowledge. I'm going to talk about my experience. I'm also going to talk about working with buyers and sellers, right? So I was a former buyer's agent. I help you every step of the way. I'm going to help you get the most money for your home. Now, that's what everybody says, and those are all cliches. So we really want to take those and move them into something else, okay? So try and stay away again for the cliches. And, everybody says, I'll get you the most money for your home in the shortest amount of time, right? That's cliche in real estate. So yes, can we use that? Absolutely. Do we want to use it? No, because everybody else is using it. So there's nothing unique about that value proposition that's going to stick in a client's head. And if they Googled most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, 150 real estate agents would pop up. Okay. So what we really want is to create unique that people are going to remember us and try and stay away from the cliches. Okay. All right. So let's take maybe 5 minutes and let's do the tree here. We call it the tree. Let's do the tree and let's see what you come up with. And just kind of don't overthink it. I don't want you to overthink it. I only want you to take a couple minutes to do this, and kind of, not really structure what you're going to do, just come up with the bullet points. So what are your bullet points going to be for your value proposition? And then we can create structure around that. Now, I don't want you to come up with your value prop. All I want is bullet points. Okay? So pick your first branch. On that first branch, what do you want to talk about? Right? In generality. And then what are you going to actually talk about with your bullet points? Okay? And if you want to share those, you can share those in the chat, and just kind of, your first limb is whatever it is, and then after that you can put the 3 things. Okay, so I have that you're intelligent, former physics teacher, master's in education, certifications, okay? Now remember, designations, certifications are always great to use in your value proposition. Now I will say, over the years, my favorite has always been accredited staging professional, right? Team of specialists from Berkshire, okay? I mean, one of your value props branches can be one-stop shop, right? We have escrow, title, insurance, and mortgage all in-house. Okay, that's an easy one. Accredited military relocation professional, okay? Representing buyers and sellers, former teacher. Everybody trusts their teacher, right? Okay, now I'm going to give you a couple tips. Let's move on. For the sake of time, let's move on. Now, if you were in class and we were all sitting here in person, we'd share what everybody wrote and all that good stuff. Since we're on Zoom, it's a little bit different. Now, I want you to pick your words carefully, okay? Don't keep using the same words over and over. So if you have 3 sentences, all 3 sentences can't say beautiful or unique or special or whatever. Use different ones. Pull out a thesaurus and use a thesaurus. It's a great tool. You can do it online too. Although it's really nice to be able to pull it up and get some really cool additional words or different words that basically say the same thing, okay? Keep it under 30 seconds. That's a must. And you'll find out 30 seconds is actually pretty long, although keep it to under 30 seconds, right? That's why we call it your elevator speech. The other thing is you got to practice it. You got to practice it all the time. Portray is what you want to tell other people. So when you portray something, how do you paint that picture for them that in words creates a painting, right? Does that make sense, Elizabeth? Okay. No, it's not portray. I looked it up. I know it was driving me crazy too. It's portray, not portray. Right? Same thing. Yep. I know, I'm with you. I looked at that sucker for like half hour and it drove me crazy. I even Googled it, right? Pulled out the thesaurus. Yep. Ruth's going to check me on that. Okay. Now think about what you have to offer, right? So from where you're coming from, what do you have to offer your clients? So if they were to use you, what is the value that you're giving to them that is going to help them with their home selling or home buying process, right? Their experience. What is going to make it a great experience for them, and how you can show them what it's doing. So again, make it unique. Don't be like everybody else, all right? Present a truly different and unique service. Tweaking a service, word it cleverly, right? And the other thing is, and this is why I really want you to do it in front of 5 or 6 people, because what we have in our mind and what we portray as our value proposition sometimes doesn't always come across. So it's always great to have 5 or 6 other people in the room that will help you and give you corrective criticism or constructive criticism and help you with the wording, right? To make it sound just a little bit more unique than if we were just being general with it. Okay. So let's do this. Oop. Let's go with the whiteboard. Can you all see this whiteboard? Okay, so this is one of the ones that was shared earlier, and I kind of like it. All right, I've been in real estate since 2004 and 2004 and become a certified instructor to help with brokers meet their goals. Okay. Okay, so how can we structure this a little bit differently to make it sound unique, right? Because right now it's very plain Jane. It's very, there's nothing like wow about it, right?
Can you say having been in real estate since 2004? Or, I don't know.
Yeah, we can do that. Having been in real estate since 2004, how about comma, I have become an approved
Certified instructor? I don't know if they're certified.
No, it's approved instructor. It's kind of weird. It's not, right? They don't certify you to teach. They just approve you to teach. You know, it's Washington State semantics, right? So I've become an approved instructor to help other brokers meet their goals.
What
How
kind of
about
goals?
that?
Selling
Well,
house?
how about helping brokers to help their clients meet their goals, or somehow turning it around to the client's goals rather than the agent's goals?
Yeah, okay, that's good. I have become an approved instructor that helps other brokers assist their clients
Yes.
to meet their ultimate,
Or reaching their ultimate goals. That's good.
during the
Pandemic.
buying
Oh,
or selling process. Okay. Having been in real estate since 2004, I've become an approved instructor that helps other brokers assist their clients to meet their ultimate goals during the buying and selling process. Okay. Now, I don't really like the word process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my phone and I'm going to say different word for process.
Accomplish their goals.
What about
Oh, there's
journey?
John.
how about
Accom-
achieve
Achieve.
their ultimate goals?
How about the ultimate goal?
Instead of process, why don't you use?
When
journey?
buying or selling a home.
I'm sorry, what were you going to say? Journey, that's good. I like journey.
Ultimate journey. Nice.
That helps other brokers assist their clients accomplish the ultimate goal during the home buying and selling
Process.
journey.
Journey's good.
During there. Okay, let's test it. Having been in real estate since 2004, I've become an approved instructor that helps other brokers assist their clients accomplish the ultimate goal during their home buying and selling journey.
Paul,
Yeah,
I think that sounds good, but when we create something like this, it gets pretty wordy. How about if we take out the word other brokers, and take out ultimate and just say goal? So helps brokers assist their clients accomplishing their goals or their real estate goals.
Or achieving them. Because accomplishment is doing something. I don't know, achieving
Yeah,
something.
achieving is good. Problem is, whenever I take a word away, then I want to replace it with two.
Yeah, that is the problem, right? Or experience. So experience is good too. I like experience. So let's read this. Having been in real estate since 2004, I've become an approved instructor that helps brokers assist their clients accomplish the goal, or helps their clients experience, I like that,
Yes.
helps their clients
Yes.
experience
Oh,
their goals,
Yep.
their goal during the
Their goals.
home buying and selling journey. All right, let's try this again. Having been in real estate since 2004, I have become an approved instructor that helps brokers assist their clients experience their goal during the home buying and selling journey.
How about instead of achieving their goal, achieving their dreams?
That's
All
good.
right, you go with dreams, I'll go with goal. That's what makes it unique. Achieve, experience. I kind of like experience a little more. I mean, you guys can go whichever direction you want. You see how the process works?
Yeah.
Right? So it's great, like I said, to get around 5 or 6 people and run this by them, right? And that's why we do it at the team meeting. So when we're doing it at the team meeting, we get 30 or 40 different opinions. And people say, oh, it's too long. I tuned you out halfway through. You know, what does it really say? You know, that kind of stuff. So it's a great little process to go through. And you may, you know, what you start off with may not be what you end up with, right? Okay, with this experience, I have an advanced knowledge of real estate. So we already used experience once, right? And I spelled it wrong, didn't I? So I don't want to use it again. So you see where there's an example of using the same words twice and using them over. So then you go back to your phone, different word for experience, seasoned. That's a good one, right? So, okay, so we all kind of understand how this process works. All right, does anybody want to share what they've come up with?
I am an agent that is dedicated and determined to give you a quality, unique, and professional real estate experience. I want to help you find your place in the world, and our goal is to find a destination for you and your family to create long-lasting memories. Life is about the journey. Let us be a part of yours.
Okay, nice. Added a little tagline on the bottom there. Now I also, on our YouTube channel, you'll see the office's value proposition. It's a little long, and to be honest with you, it took me 3 years to come up with it. I mean, that's really how long it took me to come up with it. And the reason why is, and I'll kind of share it with you here. It's a little more difficult to do it as an office. You guys can see my YouTube channel. Yeah, you can see the YouTube channel. So this is our value prop.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is the forever brand address. Our brand message is exemplified through our real estate agents. Ward Mullet's visionary plan and unparalleled value will ensure we will always be here for our clients. Our brokers are equipped with every tool and technique to provide our clients with a superior experience they deserve. Our families and services provide us a unique opportunity to have all aspects of the real estate transaction in-house. The Northwest knowledge we possess alongside our community involvement makes Berkshire Hathaway Home Services the most trusted brand.
Now, what'd you guys think about that? Yeah, it's a little long. It's 52 seconds. So I think I stopped maybe 45 seconds. So now here's the difference with this. I did let it go long. And the reason why I let it go long was because I had the verbiage on YouTube at the same time. So I had the verbiage. Now remember, every time you do a YouTube video, it is automatically translated, and that translation always sits in the background. So whenever somebody Googles something, if your video applies, it will pop up, right? You'll get Google juice from it. So, and the title and the verbiage in there played out with that Google juice too. So we really wanted to get Google juice off that. Although that is a little long, I think I would have chopped a couple sentences out of it if I wasn't putting it on YouTube, right? So, okay, anybody else want to share?
I think it should also sound different whether if you're reading it or if it's a true elevator speech where you're saying it, you want to say it naturally enough that it flows really well.
Yeah, you could tell I was reading that, huh?
Well, it's kind of written a different way, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to read it. The words were too big to memorize. I used all them fancy words. I'm like, oh no, I can't remember all these fancy words. So it is a good example, right? So, the Think Freak one is really short. Titus is really short, good. That one's a little bit long. So you see the difference between the two. Now, if I'm sending somebody that video, I'm okay with sending it to them because it's 52 seconds. They'll watch a video a little bit longer than they will taking an elevator ride or listening to me, right? Just having a conversation. So it's a little bit different being on video than it is to actually talking to somebody. Okay, let's give one more person to share, and then we'll move on. Okay, here's one. Since 2006, I've been a fairy godmother of homes, helping families realize their real estate dreams and helping them to the next chapter. I'm a realtor with the most productive company, Berkshire Hathaway, operating in the top 4%. Okay? I'm not too sure about the fairy godmother thing because that kind of made me laugh, and then that's all I was thinking about. I think if you had that in the middle, that might be a little bit better than starting it right off from the get-go. And I think you got something to work with here. I think that's pretty good. I like it though. I think you got some room here. Since 2006, I've been a fairy godmother of homes. So I think if you're talking this, it will sound better than reading it, right? So I think you're on the right page here. I've been a fairy godmother of homes, helping families realize their real estate dreams and helping them to the next chapter. I think I might do next chapter of their story, maybe, since we're fairy godmothering it. And then period, right? Something like that. Other than that, I think the top of it is good. I've been a fairy godmother of, how about real estate dreams? Let's just switch these around a little bit. Helping families into I've been a fairy godmother of real estate dreams, helping families into their homes. Oops. I don't want to say dreams again. I've been a fairy godmother of real estate dreams, helping families into the, I'm just going to put it right for now, right home. How about we just get rid of this?
Yeah, next chapter. Yep.
helping them into the next chapter of their story. So since 2006, I've been a fairy godmother of real estate dreams, helping families into the
Reach.
next chapter. So
Chapter.
yeah, into the next chapter of their story. I'm a realtor with the most productive company, Berkshire Hathaway. We got to put home services on the end, home services, operating in the top 2% of all agents or brokers nationwide. How's that sound? We could do worldwide.
Did you want to put families reach the next chapter? Because it's missing a word up there.
Since 2006, I've been a fairy godmother of real estate dreams, helping families to the next chapter of their story. Since 2006, I've been a fairy godmother of real estate dreams, helping families into the next chapter of their story. I am a realtor with the most productive company, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, operating in the top 4% of all agents worldwide. Is that good? Does that sound good? I like it. All right, so you see how that works, right? We get a collaborative group going and we can come up with some great value propositions. So, yeah. So it's always easier to do this as a group and kind of get into that group. So, all right, does anybody have any questions? No questions at all? Okay, are we all gonna do our value propositions and turn them in? So today's Monday. Let's say we all turn in our value propositions by Thursday. Does that work? Yeah? Okay, yeah, send me all your value propositions. We'll take a look at them. And in your office, you know, go to your branch manager, your sales leader and ask them, hey, can you help me with my value prop? Whenever somebody comes in and does that in my office, I always grab 3 or more people. So I'll go and I'll grab 2 other agents. Hey, man, come in here for a second. Let's do a value prop real quick. And then that gives me additional insight into, you know, and then it's just not me coming up with it. So, because I struggle with those fancy words sometimes. Okay, everybody, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any real estate questions or if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. We will have this up on our YouTube channel shortly, so you can see this.
Thank you. These are great ideas.
All right, my pleasure, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. And please let me know if you need anything.